This is a live look at the Swamp, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium in Gainesville. A Week 1 showdown between two teams hoping to get things started on a great note. It's the Baylor Bears and the Florida Gators. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Thanks, guys. Checking in with the Baylor head coach before the game. Bringing his team in on the road against a very good team, ranked in the top 25. They have everything it takes to compete. This is a big matchup that fans are excited to see, but he said we have to execute early and eliminate mistakes at the line of scrimmage. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. So the Florida Gators kicker headed to the football to start this 2026 season. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Here's how the career starts. His first carry. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Lagway wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. Lagway will try to get it from the gun on third down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. And the Bears will call on their punt team. Oh, this is a bad shank. Making sure there's no return on that one as the punt sails out of bounds. Great place to start for this offense. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Jones wants to throw it. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Takes it the other way. What a play he made. Makes the interception, then takes it back to the 36.
And that can be frustrating for a defense sometimes, man. You get the stop, you force the punt, and then your offense gives it right back. It's frustrating, but you've got to be able to handle those ebbs and flows, the roller coaster ride. When your offense puts you in a bad spot like they did here, you have to be able to answer.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. It'll be a draw. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
You know, you got to be careful when you're running the draw play because you're hoping those defensive ends get way up the field, thinking it's pass. It didn't happen that time, and the defense was able to get a negative play.
Makes the grab. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. No thought of trying to kick the 46-yarder. They'll go for it. 4th down, Lagway. Trying to escape and get it himself. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Throwing, Lagway. for 6. Touchdown, Baylor! Quick strike through the air for the score.
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Jones to throw. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Might have gone into that slide a little early, and he'll be short of the first down. And the Gators want to crank the tempo. They give it to him first time this season for the transfer. He'll be stopped short. It'll bring up 4th down as this defense makes a play. Has to get there to move the sticks. Brings into the open. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
And that's a really good job on 4th down, man. The running back knowing where he needed to get. But how about the defense? They sell out, bring all those bodies up. If you make one of those guys miss, a lot of time with all those guys near the line of scrimmage, it can lead to a big play. New set of downs for this offense.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. The Gators now with a long way to go to pick up the first down.
And they got to protect their quarterback better up front. They got to give him a little bit more time to make some damage down the field. But look at this. Here they go. No huddle, back on the line, make the defense communicate. Maybe you can catch him sleeping.
At the 40, there he goes. Ripping through the defense. Racing to the right. Touchdown, Gators. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Here's Lagway to pass. Smith with the grab over the middle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And a really nice job on the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on 3rd down. Trying to quiet this crowd, DJ Lagway. A strike downfield. He's loose on the right. First catch of the season for this highly touted wide receiver, and man, their fans have been hungry to see that. The Bears will snap it on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. We've got a good one going here. I'm looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Lagway on the play action. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The give to the single back. They make the stop after a pickup of 3 just inside the red zone at the 19. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. They want to run this quarterback. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Perhaps emboldened by converting a 4th down earlier in the game, they'll try a 2nd time. Makes the grab. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
Nah, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the 3s. We need 6s.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, looking for the score. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Baylor! There have been miniseries, novels, movies, long-form plays that have been over in shorter period of time than that drive. That was a marathon.
And that's just so frustrating when you're a defensive guy time and time again trying to get the stops, and they just keep making the plays, and they punch it in for a touchdown. Demoralizing.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Guys, let's chat about Florida. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. They'll give it to Ball. Ball by himself down the middle. At the 30. 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Florida. Nothing but a vapor trail left behind that guy, and the defense straight to the burn unit.
And man, that does not feel good. As a defense, you're trying to limit the big plays, keep that guy in front of you. That guy says, wait a minute, I'm way too fast for that. We're going to need to work on those angles, that's for dang sure.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him corralled, but not before he gets that return out to the 35. Okay, guys, the Bears offense comes onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts.
He's going to fire deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Quarterback could not have walked that ball and placed it into the hands of his receiver any better. That was a perfect throw. Wide out, deep downfield. You got to finish the play.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Fights off a defender.
These are the ones in the stands where you get booed if it doesn't work. Why would you run the ball on second and long? You stink, OC. Or you get the big applause and you're like, yes, nice job. Keeping the manageable third down situation. Good call. So tough spot to be in second and long. Nice answer, nice run by the running back.
They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Well, nice job finding a crease to go get that first. And, Dave, there's just some running backs out there that feel like they have that sixth sense. They just know where the marker is. They know where that first down marker is, and they're just able to find a way to fall forward and get it.
Oh, and I love when they don't dance. Know the situation, right? Don't bounce things that don't need to be bounced. When I need to stick my face in there and lower my shoulder and get a couple yards, I got to know the situation. Great job by him running the ball physical and finishing the run for a first down.
Just got to finish the play. If you're the wide receiver, you got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
Play fake Lagway. Escapes trouble. Fires to the wideout. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
There's a crease. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. He has 60 yards rushing in this first half, and he is making quite the impression in the opener. The Bears kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. And the Bears will line it up on 1st and 10. Lagway. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Nice play by the DB. Most people say offenses have the advantage, right? They know where they're going. They have the footing underneath them. Defensive guys, you still got to guess. You might be a little bit more cautious. No, sir, this defensive back does a great job breaking on the football, going up and making the INT.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Quarterback making checks. Jones wants to throw it. Right on the money. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Pulls it in. The old saying is, you'll never go broke taking a profit. No matter how small, just keep building up the bank account.
Yep, and when the defense...
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Catch and stride inside the 15. Touchdown, Florida. He got a step and just dusted the field.
And the offense offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Quarterback empties his backfield. Flagway wants to throw. He's going for a big play downfield. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
Well, this quarterback has really found a nice rhythm early, and he's in firm control and command of everything that's happening. They've had 2 drives, they've scored 2 touchdowns, and here on their 3rd possession, he still wants to take shots. That one obviously falls incomplete, but if you're him, I would keep spinning the beam.
Give to the single back. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. Throws to the wideout. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Bringing the heat. Gets the slide, got the first down with his feet. The Gators are going to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Lining up from the 34 on first down. Making side adjustments here. Jones to throw. Oh, they're after him. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Looking downfield very late in the half. This time it's complete. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Wants to throw on first down. Moving out to the right. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
So now it's 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He slings it deep to the left. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye, that full Gator head. Let's check in with Kevin Connors at the half.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. And leading things off, we take a look at Miami taking on the Stanford Cardinal. And it's the Hurricanes with a gritty victory away from home. This team prepared well all week, and they'll enjoy the fruits of their labor.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20.
They finally break into the win column after starting the year 0-3. Let's check in now on some of the other action today, as the landscape in this sport truly is ever-changing.
Motion from the back. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. Can't get him to the ground. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
Well, nice job there by the running back. They toss it to him, and he's able to kind of weave his way for a very good gain for this offense.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 28. Looks as if he's going to run it. Could be an alley. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. The Gators racing to the line in the hurry-up.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time.
Going to take a shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
It's a nice job by the defense turning the page. You just gave up an explosive play. Now you got to come right back with tempo, and a nice job in the back end covering to force that incompletion.
Here's a give the ball. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
That's another big run, and that's not surprising, honestly, guys, considering how much success he had in the first half. He was running wild against this defense, so let's not change anything. Let's just go back out, let's pound the rock, pound the football, and really threaten this defense and force them to have to tackle us. Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matter with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
On the direct snap, it's Brown. Found a little room out of the Wildcat that time, just short of the first down. They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. This is a live look at the Swamp, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium in Gainesville. Saturday afternoon's the perfect setting for a game like this. It's the Baylor Bears and the Florida Gators. Alongside David Pollock and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Well, guys, the Bears head coach told me before the game, this is a concerning crowd. You know, every time we're here, it's one of the best atmospheres in all of college football. The coach said they will have to communicate at a high level. They have worked with crowd noise all week at practice. We'll see if it pays off here today. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. So Florida's kicker approaches the football, and the 2026 season is underway. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Now here's Lagway. Wasting no time taking a shot. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Right on target this time. First catch of the season for this highly touted wide receiver. Man, their fans have been hungry to see that.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
Third down from the gun, DJ Lagway. Puts it out of the air. On the nasty move, and now he's got room. He's loose on the right. He's at the 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Bears! They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
Well, that's the start you're looking for if you're David and you're trying to upset Goliath in a game that nobody gave you an opportunity to win. What a nice job offensively, just making good decisions, taking care of the football, and making the plays when they were available to be made. They march it down the field. They get on the scoreboard, David. And I think this crowd right now is shocked.
They are shocked, and it got a lot quieter. And here's the good thing. Now the confidence goes through the roof. Coaches talk about it. We got confidence. We can win. The players have to believe. And they talked about something good happening early. Not letting this crowd go bananas. That's how they drew it up. That is an excellent start for this squad.
The offense changing the play. Jones wants to throw it. Dumps it to the back. It's complete to the right. Turning it on. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Gators.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
Now the two-point conversion attempt is coming. Gets the back moving. Wants to pass. He's got it in the end zone for the 2, and they take an 8-7 lead. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. And he's coming out of the end zone. And that's the end of the line for the return man, but still business to attend to. A penalty marker is down. And the roar is reverberating throughout this stadium as the defense has them pinned deep. Flag wave trying to be heard above the noise. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
And the Bears are in the hurry-up. Flag wave from the gun on 3rd down. Going deep. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there. The Bears will punt it away on 4th down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoke the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Gets away from one. He's got space. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Unloads quickly. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Jones to throw. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown Gators! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
Speed kills this offense. They've got multiple guys that can burn you. You can see it doesn't take them long to light up the scoreboard.
And they kick it through for the extra point, and they have an 8-point lead. From inside the 15, here's the return. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. Baylor sends out the offense to go to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Snagged out of the air. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. The Bears come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Throwing, Lagway. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Bringing it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. And the Gators will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Ball. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida!
Man, what a picture-perfect start to this football game. Like, offense doing their job, defense getting the ball back, and this offense, I tell you what, it is an impressive unit to watch. They were good on tape all week studying them. They're better in person, and they are out the gate strong in this first quarter.
And he's not going to take the touchback. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Bears offense makes its way onto the field. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. That keeps the running game churning. Pickup of 5 to the 23.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
And he'll be brought down.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now soften them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
And that's a good sign for this offense. A good third down conversion, running the football. Obviously, last possession was not what you want. Like the interception, the turnover, good to get back on the field, get that first down. Now see how much more they'll be aggressive and maybe want to throw the football and put that mistake behind them.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. From the shotgun, they'll run it. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking.
Might have a chance.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily and, more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Here's Lagway to pass. He lofts one down the sideline. Makes the catch down the right side. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Bears!
And what nice play design. You get your speedster, you put him in the slot, usually get a better matchup, and then what do? You fade him towards that sideline, run a go. Nice ball thrown way out wide. He just runs underneath it, and just too much speed. Couldn't catch him. Gets in the end zone for 6.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. The Gators come to the line in the hurry-up. Trying play action. Keeps looking downfield.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Motion from the wide receiver. Quick release by the QB. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
3rd down is money down. You got to find a way to execute and get the ball out and get it to your playmakers. That was the opposite of that. They got it to their playmakers, and they got absolutely nowhere. Lost yards on the play. 4th down now upcoming.
Let's see what he can do with it. He only needs a sliver of daylight. What a play by this offense. Finally out of bounds, and a perfect way to wrap up the first quarter. Now, I'm not going to argue if this production keeps up as we start the second. So first down here as they go back to work. Lagway unloads to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. to pass. It's Lagway. He lets it fly. He's got it. He is in. Touchdown, Bears!
Sometimes it's players, not plays, or sometimes it's both. And when you got that guy and you put him in the slot and you let him burn for a go route right past a nickel corner or one of the reserve corners or a safety, that's a great job by the offense, and that speed you can't teach, and that's why he's in the house for 6.
After the touchdown, if they could get this 2, we'll have a tie ball game. DJ gonna fire again. He's got it in the end zone. 2-point conversion is good, and we've got a tie game. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they put the points on the board with that 37-yard touchdown pass. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. To the air on first down. He uncorks one deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Oof. That's one of those plays where you're going, man, he probably could have made that. The defense wasn't great on the play, but guess what? It goes down as an incompletion. Those are one of those bullets that you got to dodge throughout a game to get the win, to limit those big plays.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Might be calling a hot route. They'll run out of the gun with Jaden Ball. The Gators moving quickly to the line. Jones wants to throw it. Got his man. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Offense staying on the field there and hurry up, looking as if they'll go on 4th. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Fires to the wideout. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
The Bears call a timeout. That'll be their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They go play action with Lagway. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Touchdown, Bears! And they take it in for 6 more points. His 3rd touchdown of this game and his 3rd on the season.
And that's exactly how you draw it up on offense, man. You run the football, you get those bodies committed, Jesse, and you use speed out wide with a little bit of play action.
A really nice job of setting it up by the play caller, you're right. And those linebackers and safeties, they want to come down and support the run, but a really nice throw, excellent route, and they're able to connect for a massive TD.
Ready to try the point after. Oh, that's like blowing the layup or the 3-inch putt. Missed the extra point. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. OC, quarterback, 1 snap, put it in the end zone. He'll bring it out. It's Abrams. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. The Gators sending the offense back to work. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
A lot of times it's hard to see those linebackers coming down late and blitzing through a gap. The offense did a really nice job getting a hat on a hat, blocking up front so the running back can get some positive yards.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Might be changing the route. First carry of the season for this transfer. Here's a little room there. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
They're going to ride this running back.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. Jones to throw. It's complete. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. The offense failed to convert on 4th down earlier, but that didn't change their thinking here. This quarterback part of their running game. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
And I've never met an offensive player who said, no, we don't want to go for it on 4th and 1. 4th and 1 is a great...
And the ball is loose and live in the backfield. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Takes the handoff. It's Pryor. Good, solid tackle.
And I love this because you got 2nd and really long. And what's the idea of the offensive coordinator? Get 3rd and manageable. Nice job getting a run. Not only a positive run. Shoot, you almost got the first down. Now you're set up for good success on 3rd down.
Here comes 3rd and short from the 27. This defense trying to make them settle for a field goal. And some room to work. Runs it all the way down, almost to the 10. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 12. That gives him 54 yards rushing, and that is quite an impressive first half here in this season opener. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. And the Gators will have it 1st and 10. They'll get the transfer rolling with an early carry. Touchdown, Florida! And we've got a shootout.
The running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole, he saw it, he put his foot in the ground, and that was paid him.
They'll line up to go for 2. Jones wants to throw it. Quarterback moving. He's got it for the 2-point conversion. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Flagway wants to throw. He'll take a deep shot here. Makes the grab down the left side. Off and running. Touchdown, Bears. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
And that's just such a great way to answer. Your defense just gives up a touchdown, no problem. Offense come out, see what the defense is in. The passing game makes the big play down the field and the immediate answer to get the momentum back in this football game.
And with the extra point, they're on top by 5. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. He'll bring it out. It's Abrams. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Oh, he's got a chance. Got enough for the first. He's all the way out to the 32-yard line before he's forced out of bounds.
And I love these offensive coaches going right back to your guy. I believe in you. Just because you fumbled doesn't mean I'm not going to give you the football.
Yeah, he's repaying the favor right now to this coaching staff as well. And doesn't it just seem like he's running with a little bit more juice? He looks like he's ticked off.
On the ground, it's Montgomery.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Jones to throw. Fires to the right. He's got him wide open. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. That last play has this defense on its heels. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 21. Handoff for Ball. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line and a big red zone opportunity here. The Gators are going to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Quick release on the RPO. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Hey, move forward, Wilkes. Move forward, Wilkes.
Now on the move. He's going to lose a yard on that one. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. He wants to change this route. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on 4th down, and I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on 4th down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time, so you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye of that full Gator head, let's check in with Kevin Connors at the half.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. And leading things off, we take a look at Miami, taking on the Stanford Cardinal. And it's the Hurricanes getting a banner day from their stars on the road. To pick up victories away from home, that's the mark of a focused team. They finally break into the win column after starting the year 0-3. And as we check in on these notable matchups this week, we're reminded of just how meaningful every week in college football truly is.
Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
And the offense says thank you very much for the bonus yardage, and it'll be first down after the personal foul penalty. Here's a give the ball. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. The Gators want to move quickly.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Maybe a crease. He's at the 10. Touchdown Gators! And that one will give them the lead. Trying to push the lead to a field goal with his 2-point conversion attempt. Zings it complete to the right. Stop short. They'll bring him down at the 1. He just couldn't get it in. And he's going to bring it out. Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. So as soon as they step on the field here in the third quarter, they find themselves trailing, and now they'll try to answer with a score of their own. Quickly complete. Steps out of bounds across the 25. They'll mark it at the 26, and a good pickup for this offense here. Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Single back formation, and they give it to it. It's runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hands, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
Throwing, Lagway. Going over the top. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
Well, this guy has had himself a day. Already over 100 yards receiving in the game, so no wonder the quarterback's looking his way, and no wonder the defense now has finally figured out they're trying to throw it to him. So we got to cover him. We got to knock balls down and force incompletions.
On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
He'll pull it down and run. Quarterback gets the first down. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one.
And it's just a pick-your-poison thing for this defense. They decide to play man-to-man, really good coverage in the back end, taking away the pass, but then what happened? The quarterback sees it. Not only does he see it, everybody trailing their guys, so much space for him. He takes off and makes the huge run for this offense.
And oftentimes running backs love drop plays because there's less traffic in front of them. The offensive line is selling pass, the quarterback's selling pass. They don't get the handoff until the very last possible second, so the D-line's rushed away upfield, and now it's so much easier for these backs to find the...
Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And this guy's showing off his hands again, understanding where the football's going. He breaks on the football so quick. And guess what? He makes plays when he breaks on it. That's 2 interceptions here through 3/4 of a football game.
Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
I think the toss does a really good job of getting the football on the edge quickly. You know, you toss it out there to the running back, you better block the defensive end. That's priority number 1. Good job blocking the defensive end, getting a nice positive game in the toss play.
He'll take it himself. There's some room. The 20. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 of the 11. The Gators want to pick up the tempo. Jones wants to throw it. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Into the 3rd quarter of this opening week of the season, it's now 2nd and 10. Quarterback may change this route. They'll run play action. Fires into the end zone. And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about. So that penalty will wipe away some strong red zone execution and take the score off the board. That holding call threw him in reverse. Now it's 2nd and long. They'll move the tight end. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's ball. Got some room in it to the goal line. And he runs it in for a score. Touchdown, Gator!
Man, what a nice touchdown run. And this is a team effort, right? It's got to start with the offensive line to give you that crease. And then the wide receivers start to kick in. And the running back, he handles the rest. Nice touchdown run.
And he did make that extra point. No issue with the treacherous footing. And he's going to bring this one out. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Here's Lagway to pass. Under fire. Working that left side. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside at wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do.
Going for the big play. And that is interception number 3 on the day.
Coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback was really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
And the Gators in the hurry-up.
And a running game can be really hard to stop when you got so many guys that can do some damage. And this defense is taking some licks. This QB's made him look silly a couple of times, but they're starting to adjust. Gotta like that play right there, getting to him and getting him on the ground.
And the strategy of just letting the quarterback run until he gets tired is not a winning one. Another explosive play and another first down.
And, man, you see it again. It's got to be frustrating for this defense. Like, there's a reason the offense has the lead, and it's because the QB can drop back and do things like that. It's supposed to be a pass, everybody playing pass, but he's just got such a knack and such a feel to take off and run and make people miss and create explosive plays, and that's why they built the lead here today.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Calls his own number. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. We take a moment to look at the stats of what has been a tight ball game. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a 1-possession lead. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you've set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hind.
He's not done, man. This QB is on a heater. He's already thrown 5 touchdown passes. And here we are late in the game, and he's still taking shots. When you're in a rhythm like that, you feel like any time the ball leaves your fingers, it's landing in your receiver's hands. And oftentimes for this guy to...
Lots of room to run. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up 1st and goal. Touchdown, Baylor! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
After the score, they need this 2-point conversion to tie. Flagway. Flips it out on the screen. He is denied. Stopped short of the goal line, trying to tie the game, and he will not get the 2-point conversion. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. That last touchdown drive tightened this one up, and we'll see what these guys can do coming down the stretch. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
That's tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Gators will hustle to the line. Jones to throw. Makes the grab. He'll be brought down at the 32-yard line. Good job by the defense to keep him away from that first down marker. It's 4th down.
You know good and well the quarterback wanted to push the ball down the field, wanted to throw for the first down. Couldn't do it because the defense had taken it away. He did the right thing. Didn't turn it over. Dumped it off to his running back. His running back got some positive yards. But guess what? Now it's decision.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Motion from the wideout. Pass is incomplete, but a lot of contact there. I think it's going to be pass interference and a first down. Man, oh man, those types of penalties just drive defensive coordinators crazy. Was 4th down, now 1st down. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
And this guy really has been a workhorse today. He's made plays when his offense needed them the most. He's a guy who's reliable. They know they can turn around, give him the football, and he'll go make things work out. They're going to need him to finish this game. He has to continue playing well after that big run there.
6-yard pickup on 1st down. Leaves him with 2nd and 4. Ball again. Push down for the tackle.
Gotta love the way the defense is playing here on this drive. Down in the game in the 4th quarter. They're expecting run, and they're getting stops these last 2 snaps. If they can get a big play here, they've got an opportunity to get off the field and probably get pretty good field position to put their offense in a position to maybe go score.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. They're going to leave it in the hands of their offense on 4th down from their own territory, holding the lead. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
And how about this offense, man? They put the ball in the hands of the guy they trust the most. 4th down, need a conversion. You're wanting to salt this clock away. You want this game to end with you guys possessing the football. Big 4th down conversion.
And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. This offense could not have executed in this situation any better, just draining some time off the clock. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. Gets rid of it. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a 4th down.
Ooh, you're living dangerously now. You've got the lead late in the game. Don't do anything to turn it over, and they almost did throwing it there. If I'm the head coach now, I'm thinking, man, let's just run the ball.
Now, this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Trying to make magic with his feet. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
Yeah, and see, I have no problem being aggressive near midfield. I got no problem whatsoever. You get stuffed, but I think you have to show your team, like, we're going to be aggressive. We're going to continue to try to make it, even in the second half when things are getting tight.
Pass to 40. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
And he does.
1st down here as we dive into the college football season. A week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. Lets it fly. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Baylor! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
And this is why so many teams go play action. They try to freeze guys in the back end, work on their eye discipline, get them to bite a little bit. Nice job on the play fake. Nice job bombs away, putting air underneath it, and making the big touchdown pass.
And the extra point is good, and the lead is 5 here in the fourth. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. The Gators sending the offense back to work. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
Got his man on the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. The Gators headed quickly to the line. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. The defense coming out to protect the lead, but this offense still has plenty of time, likely their final drive. Here's the pressure. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
After that incompletion, there is so much pressure now on this quarterback to come up with a big play. They need to score a touchdown. They need to drive alive to have any shot at winning this game, but it all comes down to this play right here.
And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on fourth down. He might want another play. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Bears! What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
Man, that could not have gone any worse. You're thinking fourth down, go for it. Well, even if you don't get it, you turn the ball back to their offense. Not that. You throw a pick, and they turn it back all the way for a touchdown and get points. That is a disaster for this offense.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Right down the middle. Complete to the right. That's where they'll mark him a very productive play and a first down. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really...
Time to take a shot. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
And I love the IQ by the defense on that play. Like, understand situational football. They're down by a couple scores. The clock is ticking. They need to make big plays. Nice job playing the deep ball and not giving up anything big.
Looking to the big tight end. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.